Good evening, America, and welcome back to USA Briefing, your daily source for the biggest stories shaping the United States right now. Tonight, inflation is rising again and Americans are feeling the pressure. President Trump returns from China after high-stakes meetings with Xi Jinping. The Iran situation remains tense despite ceasefire talks. And a major Supreme Court decision on abortion medication is making headlines nationwide. Stay with us as we break down everything you need to know in under 10 minutes. Story 1. Inflation and economy crisis. Let's begin with the economy, the issue affecting nearly every American household. New economic reports show U.S. inflation climbed to 3.8% in April, with experts warning it could move above 4% soon. Rising prices on groceries, rent, fuel, and everyday essentials continue to pressure millions of Americans. According to recent reports, financial markets are now expecting the Federal Reserve to keep interest rates high longer than expected, and some analysts even believe another rate hike could happen next year. Meanwhile, oil prices remain elevated due to ongoing tensions in the Middle East, especially around Iran and the Strait of Hormuz. Experts say these global tensions could continue pushing gas prices higher across the United States. For many Americans, the economy remains the #1 concern heading into the summer of 2026. Story 2. Trump's China visit. President Donald Trump has now wrapped up his high-profile visit to China, where he met Chinese President Xi Jinping for talks on trade, technology, Taiwan, and global security. The trip included major discussions involving artificial intelligence, rare earth supplies, and economic cooperation between the world's two largest economies. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang and other U.S. business leaders also joined parts of the visit. Trump claimed progress was made on trade deals involving Boeing aircraft and soybean exports, although analysts say many details remain unclear. China's government described the meetings as the beginning of a more constructive and stable relationship between the two countries. Still, major issues remain unresolved, including Taiwan, technology restrictions, and the ongoing Iran conflict. Political experts say the visit may help stabilize relations temporarily, but the long-term future of U.S.-China relations remains uncertain. Story 3. Iran tensions continue. Now to the Middle East, where tensions involving Iran continue to worry global markets and U.S. officials. Although ceasefire discussions are ongoing, reports indicate that exchanges of fire between the U.S. and Iran have continued in recent days. President Trump recently said the ceasefire remains on life support, while also stating he believes the conflict can still be contained diplomatically. These tensions are important not just for international politics, but also for Americans at home, because instability in the region directly impacts global oil prices, shipping routes, and inflation. Military analysts warn that any major escalation could quickly affect the global economy.
Story 4. Supreme Court decision on abortion medications in the United States. A major Supreme Court ruling is also making national headlines tonight. The Supreme Court temporarily protected nationwide access to mail-order mifepristone, one of the most commonly used abortion medications in the United States. The decision blocks a lower court ruling that would have restricted access across the country. The issue has become one of the biggest political battles in America following earlier abortion rulings, and both Democrats and Republicans are already using this latest decision to energize voters ahead of future elections. Supporters say the ruling protects healthcare access, while critics argue the federal government is overriding state authority. The legal battle is expected to continue. Story 5. Political battles intensify across America. Political tensions are also heating up across several U.S. states. In Louisiana, lawmakers approved a controversial redistricting plan that would eliminate a majority black congressional district. California Governor Gavin Newsom strongly criticized the move, calling it stone-cold racism. At the same time, Trump-backed candidates continue gaining influence within the Republican Party ahead of upcoming elections. In Ohio, Vivek Ramaswamy secured the Republican nomination for governor in a major political victory for Trump allies. With debates over voting maps, election integrity, and party control intensifying, analysts say the political environment in America is becoming increasingly polarized. Here are a few more quick headlines making news across the country tonight. Trump says a possible Russia-Ukraine settlement may be getting closer. Health officials are monitoring a hantavirus outbreak connected to a cruise ship, though experts say public risk remains low. Americans continue ranking inflation and high living costs as their biggest financial concern in new national polling.
And that's your news update for today. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to USA Briefing and turn on notifications so you never miss America's biggest stories. Comment below, which issue concerns you most right now? Inflation, politics, global conflicts, or rising living costs? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next update.